Well, just to clarify, feeling entitled to something doesn't mean that you're gonna go. It does not mean grape. Like me, me feeling entitled, me feeling entitled does it doesn't have anything to do with grape. You could feel entitled to money. I also feel entitled to money as well. That's another thing. One of the things I feel entitled to. I feel entitled to. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go rob a bank the next day. Actually, most people feel entitled to money. In a way, yes, you do. Everyone does. Not maybe not everybody feels entitled to large amounts of money, millions, like millions, billions of dollars or some shit. But at like on a basic level, I mean, everything I'm talking about is on a basic level. You feel entitled to you feel entitled to money. You feel that since you're born on this world, you need money. Yeah, you need money. You need money to do what you need to do. You need money to do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. Same with me. I feel entitled to money as personally. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go rob somebody tomorrow. And what's so funny what's what's so funny about this the predicament is that when I bring up this argument, I know this is a controversial argument, and one of the reasons why it's controversial is because it's like related to they take it as related to grape, not um, and it's like whoa, you're gonna take away our freedoms and our dignity, and you're gonna violate us and stuff like that. Yeah, they were if you get raped, you were violated. I'm not saying otherwise, but it's like it's the irony. It's the irony. That's understandable that they feel that way about it. Nigga, I don't want to get raped either. No one does. But unless you into that stuff, because actually there's some people that's actually into that stuff. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just that they don't want that happening to them. They don't want to be violated, put in a weird predicament. They don't want to be. They don't want other people to force them upon themselves, to force themselves upon them, or to force them to do something that they don't want to do. Force something, force someone to do something that they don't themselves don't want to do. But I could say the same argument. I can say the same argument for me being born and me being here, and society. It's society's fault, cause it's society and the government's fault for this happening to me. So if you actually listen to what I'm saying, there's no argument that can go against this. I don't think so. If you think you have an argument that goes against this, and you have good points, I'll change my mind. But at the end of the day, the government allowed me to be here, and I'm gonna keep using this. I'm gonna keep saying this I'm gonna keep using this examples every time. I'm gonna use these examples every time when I bring up this argument. Society allowed me to be here because let's start with the government. The government allowed me to be here because they need people like me and people that's not wealthy. They need people that's born not superior of genes and in poor neighborhoods and stuff like that. So I could work for their kids. That's literally what it is. I promise you, that's what it is. Because otherwise, why would they allow us to be born? Which is even worse. That's just another question for the topic. They want me and people like me to work for their rich kids and themselves. So that's literally slavery. Just like no, that's literally slavery at all. Like point blank, it's literally slavery. Then now society allowed me to be born. It's because like society allowed me to be born is because like they felt like, oh, if the white man, the rich white good looking man or woman had kids, why can't I have kids? But it's like at that point it's not about the parents, it's not about them at that point, because you're they're literally bringing someone else into their problems. Like I didn't ask to be put into their problems just because you want to be petty or you want to be selfish, and say yeah you want to get what they get, but then it's affecting someone else. It's affecting me. It's affecting the less fortunate people that's on this world. Why? I don't why like why you people. And it's funny that people got so many they got so many bullets for rapists and pedophiles, right? And pedos. But when it comes to this, it's somehow it's somehow not as bad. You're forcing else into this world. You're forcing someone else into this world when you probably got drug problems, diseases, mental illness. You got no money. You're not good looking. Everything. You just got everything fucked up about you, and you decide to have kids when there's a high chance of them getting fucked up just like you. Because obviously, in this world of 8 billion people, probably less than 30 to 20% of them are well off, meaning that over 70% of them would always be the lesser class or lesser than thou. So it's like you they just let me just be born just like that, no repercussions, no nothing, and to just I'm just suffering. They don't want their rights taken away, but then they'll easily allow they impose me. They force themselves upon me. They force the slavery upon me, which is worse because I'm a slave for life. This is not a one time thing. I'm a slave to the rich for life. Right? I'm gonna I'm always gonna go places and I'm gonna get discriminated against because I don't look as good as other people. This is gonna be a thing for the rest of my life, man. Unless somehow miraculously I get someone donates me like millions of dollars and I fix my face and stuff like that and everything wrong with me, I'm always gonna get out. I'm always gonna be fighting a pointless battle. That's why I feel entitled. Yeah, that's why I feel entitled to sex and money and shelter. I feel entitled to a basic standpoint, not necessarily that to not to a specific individual. I don't feel that I need to force myself on a personal individual. I feel that since society wants to reproduce and they also allow inferior genes to reproduce and people born into poverty to reproduce, I feel that they should also make sure that my needs is met, basic needs is met in all areas. And just the basic needs alone is not enough for most people to be happy. But at least the basics is a start. But the fact that we can't even, I can't even, they couldn't even guarantee that I won't be an incel. They make me incels. Society makes incels. They allow us to be incels. Personally, I should have been swallowed.